Hey guys, alright, we finished up putting the emulsion on them stairs. They're all weathertight, and our next project is to cut out this floor. What happens is there's about 3 inches of flooring here that we got to cut through, and then this floor joist that run every 16 inches that hold up and support this floor. So the reason why we're cutting this out is because there's a staircase to get down into the basement level, and then it winds. So we come down, and as we come down, we're not going to the very end because there's a wall. What we want to do is turn you out so you can turn away from the wall and not feel like you're going dead into a wall, because there's really not enough room to come and stop at the wall and then get off the stairs, so we got to wind. And so if we come so far and then we have to wind, that means wherever we stop, how many treads are left is that much higher we are to the ceiling below to get underneath, because we got to get underneath this wall. So when we were setting this up, we knew we needed as much headroom as we could, because we can't go any further with the stairwell that way because there's a sliding door right on the other side of that zip board. So the stairwell starts here. We were kind of a little bit tight to get the stair in. I mean, if we had plenty of room, we could have pushed the stair back 4 feet, and then we could have came off the stair and had a little area to turn ourselves on the last step and get out. But we had to come down and wind, and that means we're up a couple of we're up at least 15 inches higher now. And what we do is we need the headroom. So these stairs going up there are going to be hung off the walls and barred across to catch the middle 2 stringers. This stair that comes down and passes through this floor, it's got to turn and wind down. So what happens is, underneath, on the underside, I'll show you where the floor joists are. Now it's in your headroom. You're going to hit your head. So what we had set up was we have an overhead beam, and this is what this looks like. The beam is on top. So now what we need to do, now this beam supports from the exterior wall to a column we had set. We made a video about that a long time ago, but it's set in a column, and it's going to free span this opening because there's no bearing wall below this beam to carry the weight of the 2 floors and the roof above. So what happens now is we need to support the floor we're standing on, because when we cut it out, there's nothing holding up them floor joists. So what we're doing now is we're going to hang the floor joists onto this beam. We're going to hang it like a Simpson joist hanger type of deal. We're going to come up, wherever there's a floor joist, we're going to make a slot 1.5 inches across by about 3/8, and we're going to slot up some straps to a hanger we had made that's going to straddle the floor joist below, and then we're going to hang it with our Simpson screws, either 1.5 inch hanger screws, and there's a series of these that's going to hang that. So let me just go and show you now. I'll show you what's going on. Like a joist hanger, but instead of going into a nailer, it's getting strapped up to a beam, basically. So we're making those up now. We got 1.5 inch, 1.5 by 1.5 inch angle iron, and what we've done is we leaved an edge so we could slide up through the floor and attach to that Powerlam. Let me show you. See if I can explain this. Of course, if I can't, you could just watch the next couple videos and you'll see it done. But anyways, now this is the basement. So here's our little boiler room that we had done. And now what happens is that stair starts way back there. So these floor joists are going to get cut out, right? They're out of here to open up the stairwell so the stairs can come down. And there's that wall I was talking about. The stairs are going to come down. Then they got to turn So you're 15 inches higher with a couple of steps and you're gonna hit your head. So what happens is we're gonna hang back on this side of the beam and straddle the joist, and then go up through and then secure in and hang these on that beam. And then what we'll do is, because this is going to be an open, as you come down the stairs, you're not coming down into an alley stair, you're coming down into an open stairwell. This will all be opened up, there'll be no bearing wall here. This is all suspended above on that carrying beam. And there's that column we put in. And that comes underneath that beam and locks into the other side of that beam. The other end bearing on that block sill we made. Comes down right about here, not in the window on this side. It goes down. Okay, let me show you now the strap. So basically what we were dealing with, sorry if it's dark, was a piece of inch and a half by 1/8 inch steel angle. And what we did is we turned it into a strap. See, I'm just grinding. We had cut this with the demo saw. We cut the leg right out of there. That part of the leg we cut out. Now I'm grinding it down so we're smooth, and then this is what we end up with in the end. We're drilling a series of see, now this strap will come up through the floor, straddle around the floor joist, and then we'll drill a slot so we can slot up through the floor, come underneath, come underneath those floor joists. Of course, that's rough sawn, so that's the dimension, 2 inch by 8 inch. And then we'll come up and then we'll connect into the beam here, the Powerlam, and then we'll actually set into the side of the floor joist besides. Now we're not going to cut the floor joist at that plane. The floor joist is going to pass through, so there's some bearing on the end too. But we staggered the pattern on the screws, and also you can see they're not going to line up with each other. That one's there, this one's here, so they don't bang into each other. And now this gets cut out. Tomorrow we're going to come in here and put a good bead, fillet bead inside here, just to be extra safe. And that's it. That's your strap hanger, your straddle strap hanger. And with your Simpson hanger screws. Okay, those go in there. That's it. Those go in there snug, and then that's it. It hangs. All right, guys, that's it. Just wanted to share how that worked. That's your hanging your joist from above type of a design. Okay, guys, that's it. We're gonna grind this up, and maybe tomorrow we're gonna set these, drill out our whole set them, and then you can see we'll be ready to tear out that section of floor because we'll be safe. All right, guys, that's it. Till the next one.